love my tea. In fact, I pour myself a pot of it every day. But here in Hangzhou, China, they do things a little bit differently. The Taiji Tea House is famous for Kung Fu tea. Waiters, known as tea doctors, turn a simple act of table service into an art form. So here's my challenge. I've got just 5 days to master the ancient art of the Kung Fu tea ceremony. And then I'm going to attempt to perform this ceremony in front of a group of locals who will never in a million years believe that a Westerner can pull this off. Oh, Confucius say, toughest challenge ever. Wow, this is pretty unbelievable. You know, I never ever thought I would end up in China, but here I am in the city of Hangzhou, an hour and a half from Shanghai. Hangzhou is a city of 3 million people on the east coast of China, and it's famous for its Longjing tea. The city of Hangzhou is to Chinese tea what Bordeaux is to French wine. Unlike Beijing, nobody speaks any English. So I thought it'd be a really good idea to get myself an interpreter. And I want to introduce you to Kathy Wong. Kathy, how you doing?
I'm excited.
Aha, well, if you're excited, I'm excited. And listen, how do you say hello?
你好.
Ni hao?
Yeah, very good.
Oh, well, that's my first lesson. I passed the first test. Mr. Chang is a master of Kung Fu tea. His ancestors have been perfecting the art since the Qing dynasty.
实际上是我的太祖父是第一代部分，我们认为比较优秀的，特别优秀的。
So it's a real honor to be mentored by Mr. Chang.
Bob.
Mr. Chang instructs a student to show me how the art of Kung Fu tea is supposed to be performed. Each move has a meaning, such as good luck, and the crowd-pleasing Kung Shi Fa Te, which means wishing you more money. Wow. Okay, you want me to do this now?
Wow. It's raining.
还是要从头练习，要从最基本的标准的这个动作练起。
What do you say?
Sorry, you got a lot of work to do.
You know, it takes these Kung Fu tea masters years, not just days, to hone their skills. So if I want to save face here in China, the first thing I've got to do is learn how to prepare a perfect pot of tea. And that's a task that's been steeped in thousands of years of tradition. The second thing I've got to learn is how to perform an intricate Kung Fu dance while spinning a pot full of scalding hot water. And lastly, I've got to master a series of core moves and build a routine around it that'll impress Mr. Chang and wow the locals. For my first lesson, Li Keng, Mr. Chang's top student, is going to teach me the fundamental building block of tea pouring. How to pour from the pot without spilling a drop. Li Keng doesn't speak any English, so he teaches me by miming and correcting me as we go. Gotcha. Okay. My head knows what I'm supposed to do, but executing it with my hand is a whole other story.
You look.
Yeah, a little bit of water there. Stopping the flow of water without splashing is a lot harder than it looks, but it's vital because a seasoned tea master doesn't spill a drop. When I pour, do I lift up or do I turn first and then lift up? Ah, you make it look so easy. Okay. A good worker never quarrels with his tools, but just holding the pot is tougher than it looks. Not letting any water spill is even harder. From the look on Mr. Chang's face, this basic move is something I really need to work on. To be a student of Mr. Chang, I have to immerse myself in the culture, like taking meals with the tea doctors that are prepared in the tiny kitchen of the tea house. This is a very simple lunch with a vegetable broth that's been simmering for 4 hours. Inside here, there's some mushrooms, some bamboo shoots, and some seaweed, which is incredibly nutritious. And he's pouring this over some rice noodles, which are going to cook almost instantly with this simmering stock.
Thank you.
After lunch, Mr. Chang takes me out to the balcony. This is the true test of a tea master. If he can pour boiling hot water 1 floor down straight into the cup.
Ah, 风大.
Unbelievable. The steady hand of a surgeon.
Barbara,
You want me to
You
try?
have a try?
To paraphrase the Chinese proverb, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single cup.
No.
I think I'm getting a few steps ahead of myself.